Oh, what up? Oh, I don't know if you can hear me. Can y'all hear me? I hope so. I think you can. Anyway, what up? Welcome to Warm Up Wednesday. Yep, that's what I'm calling it. Warming Up Wednesday. Get myself together. Warm Up Wednesday. Talking about Morgan Freeman today. I took notes, jotted down some stuff. Oh. Bam, there. Here. Muted it? Yup. Boom. Hey Bernice. I was just getting all my little self together up here. I'm a mess. I know you know that. Alright. Getting about to rattle on about Morgan Freeman up in here a little bit. I gotta work on my thumbnails. I can never get his whole, it's a thing. I'm working on it. Alright. Morgan Freeman. Are you ready, Bernice? Before I start rattling off my favorite Morgan... Listen, I don't have enough paper to write down all the Morgan Freeman movies, nor do I have the patience to read them all. However, I did jot down a gang of my favorites. But before we get into those... Hey, Big O. Before we get into those, let's talk let's get a little bio, a little Morgan Freeman bio. Okay? Let's do that first. How's everybody's Wednesday? Everybody's warm up Wednesday good? Big O, how you doing out here? Getting my warm up on. I've been reading about Morgan Freeman today. Alright, let's go. Alright, Morgan Freeman was born in Memphis, Tennessee, June 1st, 1937. Wow, right? 1937. I was born in 71, and man, that was a long time ago. 1937? In Memphis? Man, he's seen some shit. Right? Okay. So, after high school, he wanted to be a pilot. So he joined the Air Force, and he was in Air Force for 4 years. When that wasn't digging the Air Force, he was out of there. After 4 years, he wanted to be an actor. So, right, he's like, you know what, I should have did the math. I think he's like 85 or 80. The dude is old as shit. But he's amazing still. Don't distract me, Big O. Anyway, after the Air Force, he wanted to be a pilot, but whatever. I was just about to say that, Bernice. Don't skip ahead, Bernice. Oh, I'll get there first. Let me get there first. Oh, Bernice. After the Air Force, it didn't work out. The pilot thing didn't work out, so he took to acting. He wanted to be an actor. So he was in the very first thing he was ever in was an all-black production of Hello, Dolly. And that was in 1967. And after Hello, Dolly, he was in several stage performances, a lot of Shakespeare. He played Julius Caesar, another name I can't pronounce. I'll try, and y'all are going to make fun of me or something. I just know it. Coriolanus? I don't know what that is, but it was some Shakespeare, and he was in it, okay, on stage performances. Then after his many stage performances, he landed a role on Electric. Wait, no, not Electric Company. Wait, yep, Electric Company. Boom, where he played Easy Rider. Now here's the thing, Bernice. I remember Electric Company. I remember it well. Like I remember, I learned. I'm only a bill. You understand? Like I remember. I don't remember him like at all. I couldn't remember it. I tried. I almost Googled like a picture, an image, but something happened and I lost. I could. Maybe we'll do that in a minute. All right. I remember. Oh, Lord, why can't I remember his name right now? It's driving me crazy. Lawrence Fishburne. Got it. I remember Lawrence Fishburne when he was in Pee Wee Herman. He played that cowboy. Like, I remember that shit, but I really just did not remember Morgan Freeman in Electric Company. I just didn't. But anyway, after Electric Company, he was in a movie called Brubaker in 1980, which I never heard of at all. But then in 82 through 84, which was so interesting to me, another thing about Morgan Freeman I did not know. Okay? In 1982 through 1984, he played on Another World, the soap opera. Morgan Freeman was on a soap opera. I have to find like some how what was he? What did he do? I got questions. Hilarious. My mother used to watch that soap opera and forced me to watch it a few times. Yeah. Hilarious. So then after that, the movies just, I mean, are, geez, I'm like I said, I'm gonna name some of y'all to y'all. But before I name some of my favorite Morgan Freeman movies, over the span of his 50-year career, he's got Academy Award, Screen Guild Award, Golden Globe, Kennedy Center Honor, AFI Life Achievement Award, Cecily B. DeMille Award, Screen Actors Lifetime Achievement. I know I rattled those things off really quickly, and I'll be honest with you, some of them I don't even know what the hell they are. But Morgan Freeman won them all. All right? A cool guy with shades who taught kids how to read. So he was the Reading Rainbow guy before the Reading Rainbow guy. What was his name? I love that dude. He went off to be on Star Trek. What was his name? Anyway. My children, my mother watched, when I would see her here and there in my life, Another World, but she had, I don't think Another World was her favorite. It was one of those days, it might have been Days of Our Lives. I think it was Days of Our Lives. I mean, for years, like I wouldn't see her for 5 years and she'd still be on that shit. That was her jam. She probably watched it all the way up on out of here. I don't know. I didn't ask her. We stopped talking about that shit. Stupid soap operas. I would love to see Morgan Freeman though. Like, how good would that be, Bernice? Did you ever see any of the him on that Another World? How he was a pimp? Come on, man. Not Morgan Freeman. I don't know why that made me so happy. I shouldn't, but it did. I would love to see a pimpin' ass Morgan Freeman pimping these hoes out here, getting them together. Get his money. What? With that one picture, he does have a little hoop earring, a little gold hoop. All right, pimpin'. Morgan, let me sit with that for a second. LeVar Burton, thank you. Shit. Thank you, LeVar Burton. Morgan Freeman. Pimpin', pimpin', pimpin'. I see the hat. I see the butterfly collars. Okay, Morgan. That made me laugh so hard. Whew. I needed that. Okay, yeah, so Morgan Freeman, he's 85. Yeah, I wrote it down. 85. Boom. Now I'm about to rattle off some of my favorites. Deal with it. Oh, you know what? Before I do, he even has this, I don't know if it's still a thing, because I stopped watching. He has this, it's on National Geographic. If you have Disney Plus, one of the things you could choose from, it's got like Marvel, Pixar, Disney. One of the things you could pick is National Geographic. And Morgan Freeman, he actually had a documentary style show where he was questioning religion. And so he talked to like some Muslim dudes, and like he went to Mecca, and like he was doing that kind of thing. And I watched a couple episodes. It was cool, but I didn't finish. Did anyone else catch that? I think he also did something with science. Like he had another show where it got real sciencey. Again, I didn't catch that one either, but I got wind of it. Anybody see that? I watched one episode where he went to Mecca, I believe. I think. Anyway. Then there's the movies that he's in that he's not even in. Like when he just does like Bruce Almighty. where he's just well, he was in it, but I meant to say, I'm sorry, Lego Movie. I'm sorry, wrong movie. Like the Lego Movie, where he's just the voice. It's the Morgan Freeman voice. You know what I'm saying? Like he's narrated all kinds of shit. Did you see when he went on that one show? It comes on PBS. I can't remember that dude's name either. It's a black guy. It's a PBS show where he does celebrities. He doesn't only do celebrities, but he does some celebrity. He chases down their ancestry. And he had Morgan Freeman on there one day. Oh man, yeah, that shit was cool. He was able to tie Morgan Freeman's like grandfather, I think, was an actual slave. Like that's how close it is to us right now. Like Morgan Freeman, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit isn't. All right, I'm going down the wrong road. Back to Morgan. Yeah. That was a good show. I wish I could remember the name of it. Came on PBS. It might still come on PBS. I have abandoned PBS. See, we just talked about Electric Company. See all the lovely things on PBS? Why'd I give up on you? It was Mecca. So you saw it. Okay. Oh, you met him? Was he nice? Tell me everything, Bernice. What? You can't just make a broad statement like that and then just the next one just be a thumbs up talking about some Mecca. Huh. I wish I could meet Morgan Freeman. Oh, my leg. Sorry. Okay. So there's this one movie that not a lot of people, people that I talk to, have spoken with, and asked if they ever see it, if the topic of Morgan comes up, or asked them if they ever seen it, and a lot of people haven't, and it's called The Maiden Heist. Did you see that, Bernice? The Maiden Heist. A lot of folks didn't. He actually played a gay man in that one. It was interesting to see Morgan play a gay man. It was interesting. It was a good movie too. Yeah. Him and Christopher Walken, who is also amazing. Yeah, so there's Driving Miss Daisy, right? That was the first movie he was in that was like, he has arrived. You know what I mean? The stage shit was nice, and the Electric Company, okay. And then, the little soap opera, right. But Driving Miss Daisy is what, boom. After that, it's just been Shawshank, Glory, Lean on Me, $1 Million Baby, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Unforgiven, Seven, Amistad, Gone Baby Gone, Bucket List. That was my shit. I really love Bucket List. Bruce Almighty, Going in Style is good too. If you haven't seen that, Going in Style is so good. London and Olympus have both fallen. Oh my god, I love both of those movies so much. Along Came a Spider, Kiss the Girls, The Lego Movie, Ted 2. And you know what I'm saying? And these are just the ones that I like. And this isn't even like, there's so many more that I didn't see or I didn't really care for. It wasn't Morgan Freeman's fault. I just didn't care for the movie. He would just happen to be in it. Right? Right, Grit? He's been grinding. That dude just one day, he was in the military and was like, I want to be a pilot. And came back after his 4-year tour and was like, you know what? Nah, I don't think I want to be a pilot. Guess what? I think I'll be an actor. He didn't go to like no formal school. He didn't, even go to college and whatnot. He was just like, I think I'll do this acting thing. Excuse me. I got this. And he sure does. 50 years. This dude's had a 50-year career. 50. That's a 5-0. 50. Sorry, I had to take a sip, y'all. What's y'all's favorite Morgan Freeman movie? Put it on in there. We're talking Morgan Freeman. He's my youngest son's favorite. I mean, Morgan Freeman could do no wrong. Let me tell you something. Morgan Freeman could do some Chernobyl shit, and my son will find a reason that it wasn't his fault or his doing. He'll be his defense attorney. That's for sure. That is so for sure. Street Smart. I think I saw it on my little list when I was doing my little Morgan Freeman research earlier. I don't think I've ever heard of it. I definitely haven't seen it. I really like the Maiden Heist, though. Y'all got to check it out. If you haven't, like I said before, it's with him, Christopher Walken, and this other guy. He's one of those guys where you've seen his face in 100 movies and you don't know his name. He's that guy. And all three of them are older dudes, and they work in a art museum. And they are security guards for the art museum. And they're all plotting on a different piece of art that they want to steal. One guy wanted to steal a statue. The other guy wanted to steal a painting. And the other guy wanted to steal, I think it was a painting also. And so they came up with an idea to rob this art museum. It was a pretty good movie, man, watching these three old cats rob an art museum. Very interesting. It was funny. If you could find it, check that out. It's a really good one. The Maiden Heist. I like Morgan Freeman when he's being funny or silly. When it's like a real serious like movie, I don't know, man. You liked him in Robin Hood. Robin Hood was good. If I have to say my favorite Morgan, oh man, my favorite one. Let me look at this list again, because I only wrote down the ones I like. Bucket List is really good for me, man. I think he did such a good job in that. He was good in Lean On Me. Come on, man. You smoke crack, don't you? Come on, man. I gotta say Lean On Me, man. Do you know how many memes are still made of that? People still say that line. You smoke crack, don't you? Driving Miss Daisy was good, too. That's a classic. Glory, I watched Glory. I don't even think I've seen the whole thing. And it's not Morgan Freeman's fault. I don't really like war flicks. Like, there's a couple that I've seen that were, like Forrest Gump. It's got a little war part of it. That was cool. I saw Full Metal Jacket. That's a good one. That's a good classic one right there. Full Metal Jacket. But, yeah, I don't really like that. So, Glory, I only saw, like, But I know it was, a big movie and he was in it. And then Unforgiven. That's another one that I mentioned a minute ago. I never saw that one either. But it was a pretty big one for him. So I wrote it down. Amistad. I remember Amistad. I saw that once. I was probably drunk. Because I don't really remember the plot. I kind of do. Without seeing the movie. So, like, that's probably what happened in my head. Like, I know how this is going to end. A lot of movies are like that for me. Like, I hate watching them because I already know how they're going to end. Like that Passion of the Christ. I know the story already. I guess it's okay if you want to make a movie about it, but do you gotta? Like, we heard this story over and over and over. I know how it's going to end. I've heard it already. But then you could argue, well, a lot of movies are books first. Yeah. I get it. You didn't either watch Glory all the way through? Yeah, no, was it? Sometimes, a book is better. And I'm not a heavy reader, but in my life I've read some books that were turned into movies. And most of the time, I gotta say, the book was better, except for The Outsiders. For me, The Outsiders, the movie, was way better than the book. And it could be because they forced me to read that shit in junior high school. And I didn't appreciate being forced to read some shit. Even though I liked reading, it was the point, they were trying to force me to do some shit. But the movie was really good. I liked The Outsiders movie. But, like, I read some books here and there. To Kill a Mockingbird, to me, that was another book they forced us to read. The movie was, upsetting. But the book was even more upsetting. If you think the movie was upsetting, the book, yeah. Shit. The Help, I like the Help, I like the book better than the movie. The Help. I don't know why. I just did. I like the book better. When I read the book first and then when I saw the movie, I don't know. It just was like, that's not really how I pictured her. You know what I mean? I didn't really picture her that way, and I didn't appreciate them changing her image. Certain ladies that I had already had an image in my head of the way they looked. And then I'm like, that ain't how she's supposed to look. That bitch didn't look like that in my head. But they were both good. I like the movie too, but it just wasn't the same. You know. How do y'all feel about when he does like narrations for stuff like, you know, or even his does little cameos in movies where it's his voice, just his, you know, his voice. That's always awesome. You know what I mean? When you hear the Morgan Freeman voice, it's so good, right? You hear that shit playing anywhere from, you know, God to a Lego, and then you've seen him, you know, little. I think didn't he do a commercial? Didn't he do a commercial for like what's in your wallet? One of those commercials, didn't he? I know that Lawrence Fishburne did a commercial too, and Kevin Hart. Like it was something about a credit card. I think I could be wrong. What's up, Room Shaker? We're going to talk about Morgan Freeman, Room Shaker. What's your favorite Morgan Freeman movie? Go. I call it Warm Up Wednesday around here, Room Shaker, because you probably don't know this. I have, you know, a fear of going live. A little fogel. Just a little fogel. A little fear of going live. So, you know, I've tried to take my channel in a specific direction. We're just talking about movies over here. So I'm using Wednesdays to talk about individual actors or actors, directors, possibly some TV shows, just to get used to doing this more often. Because on Saturday is when I talk about movies, every Saturday. So Warm Up Wednesday. I'm warming up right now. Getting used to being up here, talking, you know, even if it's by myself, I gotta do it, you know? Gotta do it. What's your favorite Morgan Freeman movie? Room Shaker. She might have left. Me and her are the same. I noticed me and Room Shaker. We move the same sometimes. Where we'll just, there'll be so many people live and we want to go watch everybody, but there's so many people live at the same time. You can't possibly watch everybody. So you just like stop in to support and just say, hey, and then keep it moving. I noticed that she does it too. So I get it if you're still not here, Room Shaker. I get it. I get it. Oh, I'm sorry if that sip was super loud. Okay, who else? What other movie can we talk about that I really, really liked? Seven. He was good in Seven. I really liked Seven. And not just because Brad Pitt was, well, half because Brad Pitt was in it also. I'll keep it real. What's in the box? What's in the box? I love that movie. He did good in that one. Yes, Morgan Freeman. I can't find my vape. I don't know where it could go. I haven't went anywhere. It should be right. Aha. Seven was creepy, that movie, man. I'm not really like I told y'all before, horror flicks aren't really my, you know, go-to genre. And I actually went to the theater to see Seven with a homegirl. And man, she was ready to go. She was ready to go once they showed the fat dude, the gluttony sin. When they showed, she was ready to go. She was like, I can't watch it. She's real vanilla. Sorry, no, there's no other way to put it. Vanilla AF. She was like, oh my god, I can't watch it. It's so grotesque. How can you eat popcorn and sit here and watch it? I'm like, girl, shut up. That's how that went. And I stayed. And she stayed because she was my ride, and I'll punch her in her face if she tries to leave. I really like Seven. Then I watched it later when it came on DVD without her crying ass interruptions. And it was even better on DVD. Great movie. Bird K. What else? Did y'all see the both of the Olympa? Oh, jeez, I have words. London and Olympus Has Fallen. 7 was crazy, Bernice. Did y'all see the London and Olympus Has Fallen? Both. Oh man, I really love those movies. And it ain't even because of Morgan. He just happened to be in them. I really like those movies. They were good. Great movies. Bro, action. I like a good action flick, man. It has to have a good storyline though. It can't just be a high speed chase for no reason and explosions. And why is this dude shooting at that dude? Like, I need to know. Like, what's going on. But I like a good action flick. Yes. Olympus Has Fallen, I think I liked it better than... Wasn't there a Paris? Was there a Paris one? I think I saw a Paris one. Am I bugging? I could be bugging. I do that sometimes. I be bugging. It's because I'm old, I think. See, right now my phone is just... All these people that are all going live right now are just messing with my phone. Ooh, I wanted to ask y'all a question. Maybe one of y'all can help me. Oh my goodness. Okay. So the last 2 videos that I made got copyright claims. And you can't see it on YouTube, but I can see it in my studio. It says copyright claim. And I didn't get an email or a strike or anything. It just says copyright claim. And but only the last 2 videos. The 2 before that, I didn't get any copyright claims. And the only thing I did different in the last 2 videos than the other ones, because I only got 4 videos on my channel right now. Remember, I privated all my other stuff. The last 2 videos, I showed trailers for movies. The last live, I showed a trailer for, was it Osage County? It was either August or Osage County. And then the live before that, I showed a trailer for You People. And that's the only thing I think of. So then my question becomes, damn, I can't show trailers? But then I was talking to my daughter, who's pretty smart, and I was telling her exactly what I just told y'all, and she don't know because she's not a YouTuber. She's like, I don't know. And then she said, maybe it's because of the music that was in those trailers. Is that a thing? I need to know. I got questions. And can I just keep getting copyright claims and it's not a problem? Or do a bunch of copyright claims equal to 1 strike? Like, I have questions. If anyone has answers, feel free to answer me at any point, now or later, in the comment section. Oh yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Huh? I didn't forget. Oh, I did forget to do this, though. Boom. Bam. Ah, I forgot to put up my banner. See? Yeah. Like, share, subscribe. Email. Little Cash App would be appreciated. Huh? See, I'm learning. I'm doing some stuff. Oh, my light just went out. That's not good. Yeah, I really would like to know. Like, seriously. If anyone knows. I know that all my videos before that I privated, I did get this one video I was talking about something, and I was showing a clip, 2 clips I actually showed from the Young Turks, and I got an email saying that it wasn't a strike yet. It was like a semi-strike, or my first warning. That's what it was. First warning that if I did it again, then I would get a strike. And then it went into all the rules. First strike, 30 days, 2 weeks, whatever, 30 days. But they didn't give me a strike, but it was a warning. And so I figured it was because I showed, the Young Turks video. So I just deleted that whole live. I just deleted the whole thing. And that's the only other time I've had, any type of issue with YouTube. But I don't know the difference between a claim and a strike. And what does it mean? Like, do you get so many claims? Anyway. Maybe somebody will know. Or maybe I'll get a strike after I have 9 more claims. Or maybe I don't show no more trailers. How about that? Maybe I just don't show no more trailers. I hope that if, as my channel grows, hopefully it'll pick up the pace, once I start doing things better, figuring out how to do things, maybe some editing, I had to actually pay for StreamYard. You know, all those things. Um, my shit'll grow. You think it's the music, Bernice? So I couldn't. So I can. So if I'm ever to show like a trailer, like right now, if I was to pull up, a trailer for Driving Miss Daisy, and there's music played, I would have to like pause it right in between. I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to let the whole, like it's like every 20 seconds or something. I'd have to pause it, and that's whack. That's whack. It's a trailer. Anyone can watch it on YouTube for free. That just made me very upset. But yeah, I'm gonna learn how to do this a lot better. Make it a lot more. I don't know. I know you don't want to just look at my little dude sitting in a chair drinking a soda all the time, and I do plan on camming up. Hopefully, that will encourage, I don't know, people to trust me more, maybe, because they can see what I look like and know that I'm a real person, and get to know me a little better. I'm working on that also. Baby steps. It's a slow start, but if I stay consistent, and develop my channel, then it will grow, and that's how I feel about that. Right now, on those baby steps, where I'm learning how to sit up here by myself with little to no people in the chat and still running my mouth. I see people do it all the time. I seen a dude do it for 12 hours one time, and then it went away because StreamYard only records up to 12 hours. I don't know how much longer that dude went, but he did a whole 12 hours, and there was little to no people in his chat. And there would be times where I would be the only one in his chat. I would come check on him every 5-6 hours. Fucker's still here, and I'm in the chat talking to him. He's not even reading his chat. Like, he's just up there going in, and I'm like, damn, how can you, I can't do this. I couldn't do it just 12 hours. I would have to be on some sort of extracurricular substance to do some shit like that. Maybe he was. I don't know that dude's life. But I'd be jelly. Bernice. Jelly. The music? So I just can't show trailers then? Or just, I don't want to show a trailer where I have to pause it every like 20 seconds. That's whack. That's ass. I'll figure something out. I gotta do something. I don't know. Maybe if you just keep doing it the way I'm doing it. I wanted it to be kind of like a book club, but movie club, where I'll watch the movie and talk about it together. And, I'm going to keep doing that for a while. I would, like I said, like to cam up and be more welcoming. I'm working on it. Yeah. Let's see what else I got on my list that I made. Ooh, Wes is getting cussed out. I hope you watch this, Wes. I really do. I hope you watch the playback, Wes. Cussing. I'll throw his ass. Woo! Cussed out. Legos. Kiss the Girls. Ooh, I like Kiss the Girls. That was a good one, too. Yeah. Going in Style. That was a good movie. I like movies with old dudes. That do shit like the maiden heist and Going in Style, and there's been what was those ones with the old dude, grumpy old men and grumpier old men. Like, I like movies like that with the old dudes that be wilding out. Those movies crack me up. Shawshank, come on, man, give it up for Morgan. Shawshank, come on, man, you gotta give it up. You gotta give it up. Shawshank was a good movie. I liked Shawshank. Gotta give it up. He won so many awards, it's crazy. Like I said, I wrote all that stuff down, and I have no idea what a Cecil B. DeMille, I don't even know who that is. Kennedy Center honor. I don't know what that means. Kennedy Center. I think I should know what the Kennedy Center is. I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue and the far corner of my brain, but it's just not coming together for me right now. Yeah, and there was some other shit I didn't even write down because I don't even know what it is. I think it's cool that he did an all-black production of Hello Dolly. Now, I never seen the white production of Hello Dolly, but I've heard references, references being made to it my whole life. Whether it was in a movie or, hearing older people talk about, Hello Dolly. Like, I've heard that a lot. Like, a sideways, like, Hello Dolly. Like, that kind of thing. Like, for whatever reason, that's in my head. Hello Dolly. So, kudos to Morgan Freeman and being in the all black cast. Hey, Tehran, how are you? Lean on me, right? You smoke crack, don't you? Thank you for naming your favorite Morgan Freeman movie. He did real good in that movie, man. With his high waters and shit, and his little clipboard under his arm, and his bat. Yeah, you go, Morgan Freeman. I love Lean on Me. That was a good movie. I had a little Morgan Freeman flashback. And those britches. Those britches. Oh, Joe Clock. Okay, what else was on the list? That was my jam. He did good in Bruce Almighty, too, man. He was really funny in that. I like what he did with Bruce Almighty. I like that they made Morgan Freeman God. I feel like if you believe in God, whatever you call him, I feel like he should look like Morgan Freeman. And sound like more. You know what? Scratch that. I feel like he should at least sound like Morgan Freeman. Like if you say your prayers or you hear God speaking to you, I feel like it should be the voice of Morgan Freeman. And also, I feel like Siri or like anything you got in your GPS in your car that says make a left, make a right, I feel like those things also should be Morgan Freeman. Maybe the thing in your car, a little bit of Medea. I kind of want Medea to tell me how to drive a little bit. But if not, please be Morgan Freeman. Hey, Wisdom Over Feelings, how are you? Over here talking about Morgan Freeman. The man, the wonder, the fabulous, delicious. Oh, well, wait. Scratch the last thing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say delicious. It just flew out. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry, Morgan Freeman. I'm sorry. Morgan Freeman. Yeah, we were just talking. I talked about, I ran down his little bio and stuff. We were just talking about, I was just talking about some of my favorite, Morgan Freeman movies. And I jotted a gang down, but it's a gang more I didn't jot down because I've never seen them. The God. Yes, the God. Yes, Wisdom, the God. He is that. It's crazy. When I was reading earlier and just jotting some things down, I didn't realize that he was 85. I was like, what? Morgan Freeman's 85? I was like, 70 tops. Like in my head, I was like, 70 tops. Nah. That dude was born in 1937. Man. In 1940, Morgan Freeman was 3 years old. Let that sit in your brain for a second. Let that marinate on that. Marinate on that shit. Wild stuff. All right, Bernice, thank you for coming. Yeah, so, how much time do I put in, y'all? I'm doing so good. Ooh, and see, the hater didn't show up. Ooh, he didn't show up. Ooh, the hater didn't show up. Ooh, y'all don't even know. It's a hater, right? He's got a mod stick, but he's still a fucking hater. He comes every show. Wisdom. And who else is here? Whoever else is here still. Yeah, he brings his hater ass here every show. He leaves messages on my community wall. He's an all around player hater is what he is. You know what I'm saying? He's just he throws tomatoes in my chat. He throws tomatoes on my community wall. He throws tomatoes in my comment section. He's just an all around player hater is what he is. I don't see his punk ass in the chat nowhere. Yes, Wisdom. He's 85, right? I didn't. it was, I thought I was reading it wrong, and then I did the math, and then I said, okay, why would, Wikipedia lie to me about something like that? Why would IMDb lie to me about something like that? I was like, all right, okay. No, his punk ass ain't a troll. I gave him a wrench. You know what I'm saying? But since he's been wrenched up, Wisdom, you know what, Wisdom? I take it back. Yup. Yes. Yes. The answer is yes. Since I've given him a little blue sticker, a little reward star for being a nice friend on my little YouTube friend, fucker turned into a straight troll. I think it's, it might be the West Coast. It might be a West Coast issue. Maybe. Maybe all the sunshine. I don't know. Hold on now. The Florida folks be wilding too now. It's the sunshine. Maybe it's the oranges. Maybe they're getting too much citrus. It's the sunshine and the citrus together. It's it's a thing, man. Yes, the blue sticker. Just a little reward. Hello, YouTube friend. You've been so nice and kind. Yay. Now, straight troll. And he's not here. He even left a little message for me earlier. Talking about you going live tonight. And I was like, yeah. Huh? Mm-hmm. That's how they do you. They troll you, troll you, troll you. I already don't really have, many folks over here. Don't make me have to take your wrench away. Already, I'm taking wrenches away. I don't even know how. How do I unwrench someone? I should probably, I don't know how to block people, unblock people. I don't know how to do none of that shit. From StreamYard. I don't know how to block somebody from YouTube. I don't know how to unblock them, though. I did block someone on my YouTube a while back. And I thought that I was only blocking him on my StreamYard. Because I like to see his weirdo ass on these YouTube streets. Because I like to see my crazy coming. I don't like crazy sneaking up on me. You know what I'm saying? If it can be avoided, I like to see my crazy straight on. And I blocked his ass by accident. So now I see him, but I only when, other people talk to him or highlight his comments or his retarded ass. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say the R word. I know that can be offensive. His goofy ass is up on somebody's panel. I want to unblock his goofy ass. Yeah. Wisdom, did you tell me your favorite Morgan Freeman movie? I know that Taryn said Lean on Me. I gotta say Bucket List was mine, man. I like Bucket List a lot. It was great. Him and Jack together, man, they were good. They were good. Seven was good. Seven, I went to the theater. It was great, Wisdom. It was good. I agree. He won so many awards for so many things. It's crazy. I know his award case or room or whatever, his award table, it's crazy. Shining and shit. He probably don't give a shit about none of that. He probably never looks at any of that shit. That man is 85. Give a shit about no shiny damn award in the next room. Making sure he don't shit on himself. Make sure he takes his meds. Shit. I was looking at his children. He has 4 children too. All of which are old as hell. I'm sorry. Like one of his kids is 63. But he has one son. I thought it was interesting. His name was. Oh shit. Now I got to look it up because his name was interesting. Now he wasn't quite 50 when he started acting. He was. We didn't know him until the world didn't know him really until Driving Miss Daisy. But before that, he was in a lot of stuff with them. He did a lot of stage plays. The first thing he was in was on a show. He was on Electric Company. I don't know if you're how old you are, if you're familiar with that show, Electric Company. It was a PBS show for kids, but he played on there for a while as a man named Easy Rider. I wasn't even I didn't even remember that shit, but Bernice, thank you Bernice, did. Then from there he was on a soap opera, Another World. He was on Another World in the 80s. And then after Another World is when he landed Driving Miss Daisy. And then from there it's just been Morgan Freeman to the top. To the top. His kid though was like Soulful Eye. That's it, Soulful Eye. But it's spelled so lovely. The way they spelled it was so lovely. Google it, you'll see. Soulful Eye, his son. And then he has a daughter named Morgana. Now, I'm not sure if that's how they pronounce it, but it's Morgan with an A at the end. His daughter. Yeah. Morgan with an A at the end. Morgana. They probably pronounce it something fancy. Mush. Mish. Mujong. Something fancy. I think Morgan Freeman is handsome. I think he looks like he looks like Shrek now. But there was times when I thought Morgan Freeman was handsome. He don't lie, Wisdom. Come on now. Come on now. He's like the Crypt Keeper. All right. I love Morgan, but it's over for Morgan. His looks have faded. His brain hasn't though. Morgan's great. Like I was saying earlier, Wisdom. I'm not sure if you're familiar with his. He had this little documentary thing he was doing on National Geographic about religion. That was pretty cool. And then he did some other shit about science. I think it's great that he's still, running. All pistons are firing. He's pretty spry for 85. I hope I'm that spry if I make it to be 85, but I can still talk shit and piss people off. Hopefully. Wisdom around here. I don't know how much of my videos you've been watching or have not. Ooh, I got words. But every Saturday, we talk about a movie. And on Wednesdays, I just randomly talk about actors, actresses, directors, just to warm myself up. So this Saturday, I put it on my wall. Every Saturday night or Sunday, I put on the movie that we're going to talk about the following week. So this Saturday, we're not going to talk about it right now. We're going to watch a movie called His House. You can find it on Netflix. You still got time to watch it between now and Saturday. His House. Netflix. Yeah. All right, y'all. That's all I really have to say about Morgan Freeman. I ran down his bio. Yay, Morgan Freeman. I was able to sit up here. Let me look at the clock. 48 minutes. I'll stay for 10 more. I'm going to put in a whole hour. Because I'm a G. Not really, but if I keep saying it out loud. Yeah, watch it, Wisdom. And then every Saturday night at 8, my time. I live in Ohio. Cleveland. Every Saturday, my time at 8. What is that? That's Eastern, right? Eastern Standard. We talk about the movie. So this Saturday, like I said, 8 o'clock, His House. And then after the movie, after the movie, after we talk about the movie and whatnot, I will go on my community wall and post a movie for the next Saturday. But while I'm live Saturday, and after we talk about the movie, and while we're talking about the movie, I do want y'all to drop movies in the chat and give me suggestions, because I don't want to just keep being the only one who picks the movie. I want y'all to pick the movie sometimes too. You can even put it on my wall. Put it on, under, like, oh, bitch, we don't want to watch that shit. Put this one. Now, I'm not saying I'm not going to still watch it just because you put, bitch, we don't want to watch this shit. I might, you never know. You feel me? Hey, Angelica. You, girl, 10 more minutes and I'm out of here. I done said all I got to say. I'm trying to put in the full hour. Whoo, going stronger. What's your favorite Morgan Freeman movie, Angelica? That's your only job. She's always late like a mofo. 7. Yeah. Someone else agreed with you on that. 7. A couple people said lean on me. Man, I don't know, man. I guess bucket list. I keep going back to bucket list. That was my shit. I really liked him in bucket list. And then the Maiden Heist. You know, the Maiden Heist was the only role that I've ever seen Morgan play where he played a gay man, and so that always stuck out in my head. That role, and he did a good job. You know, he wasn't extra. You know, it was a tasteful. He didn't have him any scenes with other men or anything like that. He had a bunch of cats. But yeah, I have to go with bucket list, man. I just him and Jack together, they just did really well for me. They just did really well for me. Yeah, Kiss the Girl. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kiss the Girl was good. I like Kiss the Girl. Did y'all see the Lego movie? I liked him in that too. His voice, that was good. He did good in that. Um, I recently binge watched a bunch of shit on Disney Plus without children. Yeah, I said it. It was just me up in here. Because they get in the way. They ask questions. They got to go to the bathroom. Somebody sitting next too close to somebody else. They want popcorn. Like, when they're not here, I can actually watch it. Yes, Angelica, you know I'm seeing it all, girl. You know I'm seeing it all. It's crazy out there. I'm trying not to get involved. That's why, Angelica, I tried to keep my channel. Because I really want the whole purpose for me even starting to do this YouTube thing was to socialize with people. Because, oh my God, yo, I got to blow my nose. And I am not about to go on mute because the laptop, I can't see that shit. No way. It's a whole... I am so sorry, y'all. That was rude, uncalled for, disrespectful. But yes, Angelica, girl, I started this channel because I wanted to socialize with people because, you know, my health issues, which I talked about a lot on this channel, but I privated all those videos. So if you don't know, I don't know what to tell you. So my health issues, you know, they cause me to be in the house a lot, like always, and I don't sleep much. So I took to YouTube, you know, and then, you know, a little over a year ago, I decided to do my own channel. I wanted to. But, you know, I'm in a lot of I watch a lot of sectors. And I watch a lot of shit that isn't a sector. Just, you know, I don't know. Some dude that sleeps in a tent in the woods. You know, those are some of my favorite channels. Off the grid shit. That's my favorite. That's some of my favorite things to watch. But then I started, you know, finding smaller sectors. You know, the black sector, the beef sector, Mo3, you know, handicap, prison, UK, like all these sectors. So I go across all, and then there's the conscious community, all the different channels over there, whether it's Aboriginal folks or Torah Knights. Like I'm in all these places, and I support all these channels, and I watch all these different sectors. Man, there's a lot going on right now in the beef sector. It's the beef sector. There is a lot going on in the beef sector right now, man. Holy shit. It is on fire. Angelica, girl. The return of the queen, huh? Return of the queen. I never heard about her until 2 days ago. I've never heard of her. I'm glad she showed up. I can't wait to see what happens. Go on, girl. Whew. Alright, we're supposed to be talking about Morgan Freeman, Angelica. Oh. See how she distracts me? Angelica, you know what? Although I am in all those places, I say very little in chats. I'm just, peace, fingers. Olympus has fallen. What wasn't there? There was a London one that was good. Was there a Paris one? Wisdom. Both of those are good. Olympus and London. I swear I remember a Paris one. I don't know why. I could be wrong. I just had this thought maybe 20 minutes ago. Oh yeah, Angelica, I am just peace fingers, and 90%, 85% of chats I go to, I'm just peace fingers, because I know that my mouth and my brain and my I'm a, what would you call me? I'm an oddity. You know, my mouth and my brain and my flesh and my upbringing, like it can be taken the wrong way by people that don't know me. Like some folks, like, you know, like Angelica, you've gotten to know me quite a bit on this app. You know what I'm saying? There are a few other people, but you're the only one in the chat right now that I can say that to, so I am. Angelica's gotten to know me quite a bit on this app, not just on my channel, but hers and other channels. So, like, on Angelica's channel, I don't have no problem being free and speaking freely on her channel. Respectfully, I wouldn't, like, you know, call her a dirty whore or anything. But, you know, respectfully, I can speak on her channel. But I don't talk on other people's channels, Angelica, the way I talk on yours. I'm just peace fingers in the chat. I am unconfrontational. I'm not getting in anybody's mess. I'm not inserting myself in anybody's shit. And I'm keeping it that way. I don't want no smoke. I didn't come here for smoke. I came here to socialize, have fun. And I know about movies. I love movies. We can all watch movies and talk about them together. And I don't want to fight. I don't want to drag. I don't want to be part of doxing. I don't want to talk about nobody's mother. And I just want to talk about Morgan Freeman. Right, Angelica? He married a what? Girl, I didn't read the tabloids, Angelica. I was only here to praise him. But if you know some dirt, Angelica says, girl, I'm going to highlight that shit. What she done said. He married his daughter-in-law. Ooh, wait. Oh, you know what? He was in that, wasn't he, Angelica? I forgot all about that flick. Blasphemy. No, I really don't know, Angelica. I don't really, I didn't really read any tabloids. I know that I heard something about him a while back, about some, like, they were trying to, Weinstein, it was like a Weinstein situation. But it wasn't to that extent. Like, it was just they were like, oh, Morgan Freeman said I look beautiful today. Oh, well, damn, bitch. That's not sexual harassment. Like, don't do that. If Morgan Freeman says you look beautiful today, you say, thank you, Morgan Freeman. And you keep it fucking moving. Like, how is that? Okay. That's what I had heard. I didn't hear anything else about it. That's just all I heard. That little bit. That's the only dirt. But it seems as though Angelica has more. Yes, Angelica. Bruce Almighty. Yeah, Bruce Almighty was good. If you were here earlier, Angelica, I ran down his bio. So yeah, you're going to have to rewind it and watch again, because I'm not running it all the time. I don't feel like saying it all over again. I done said it all over twice already. I don't feel like doing it 3 times. But yeah, Bruce Almighty was good. He did a really good job in that. I love Morgan. That's okay, Angelica. That's fine. I'm about to get on out of here, though. We're good, Angelica. You're fine. I'm happy you showed up. I really am. I appreciate it a lot. I do. I appreciate it a lot. But yeah, I want to leave with this final statement. Morgan Freeman is the man. He's fly. He's dope. He's here to stay. That's not true. Well, that is true. You know, he's, you know. Of course. You know it. You know it. So I'm going to leave you out with this. My favorite Morgan Freeman movie, I have to go with Bucket List. So if I was to suggest any Morgan Freeman, as somebody who never heard of Morgan Freeman or never watched one, I would suggest you start with Bucket List, starring him and Jack Nicholson. All right, so I'm gonna get on out of here. Go watch a lot of Morgan Freeman movies, and I'll see y'all on Saturday for what? His House. You can find it on Netflix. You still have time. Until next time, peace.